Proffer hearings. Let's talk about it. My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been practicing family and criminal law for just about 8 years now, and I want to help you make law easy by just talking a little bit about what a proffer hearing is and what that looks like for you. So I'm going to be talking about this specifically in the setting of family cases for divorce, paternity orders, things like that. And a proffer hearing is typically something that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen at the early stages, like when you're trying to get a temporary order. So here's how it works. A proffer hearing is basically like a sneak preview or a short synopsis or a summary of what an actual, litigated hearing is going to look like. Usually this is for court, larger counties that have a very large docket and they don't really have time to give you, 3 to 6 hours or a full day to actually litigate a temporary order, and they have to really condense it down to just the barest of bare bones so that the judge can make the decision for what to do for a temporary purpose while the case is played out. It's usually each side gets 15 to 30 minutes, and you don't put any witnesses on the stand. You're not going to testify. Your ex isn't going to testify. Your attorneys are just making arguments. I actually just had one this week, and it was just a back and forth. Petitioner's attorney went up, said, "Your Honor, if we were having a hearing, our evidence would show this and this and this. Our testimony would show this and this and this. We're asking for X, Y, and Z because of reasons A, B, and C." And then I stood up and I said, "Hey, Your Honor, all of that is dumb. Don't listen to any of that. This is what our evidence is going to show. This is what our testimony is going to show. We're asking for A, B, and C because of X, Y, and Z." Very little evidence was introduced at this hearing, and there's typically not a whole lot of evidence that gets introduced at proffer hearings. I mean, in this particular instance, we didn't use any exhibits other than just kind of like a breakdown of each side's monthly budget for their bills, their debts, their groceries, things like that, just what they have going out each month for the purposes of figuring out property split, debt split, child support, alimony, things like that. Things that the court needed to see just to be able to figure out the math equation of who's paying what as this case moves forward. So if you're in these situations where your attorney is saying, "Yeah, we're going to have a hearing by proffer. This is what it looks like," you're probably not going to do much talking on your own. Your lawyer is going to be the one standing up and making arguments on your behalf, and basically just telling the judge, "Hey, if we were allowed to have a full-on hearing, this is what you would be looking at." If you're in this situation, or if you've got a proffer hearing coming up and you're not sure what to do, definitely give me a call. I'm more than happy to sit down. We can go over the facts of your case, go over what the best route is for you as far as presenting your case, and you can make the decision about whether or not you want us to actually be there to help you out. My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office, and I want to help you make law easy. Thank you.